Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're looking at how the trail shoulder should work in the golf swing, in particularly transition to the golf ball and beyond. So we're looking at the trail action and how that can help you move the golf club correctly to produce better impact conditions, to hit better golf shots and lower your scores. In particular, we're looking at the shallowing aspect of the golf club through the trail shoulder action, and then obviously getting good contact through the trail shoulder action. So making sure the club moves in the right direction and presents itself to the ball correctly to be fantastic. If you are a new viewer, please consider following and subscribing. I post 3 videos a week on a variety of subjects, and they're all designed to help lower your scores and improve your golf. So keep watching to learn about the trail shoulder action. So today we're talking about this bad boy here, the trail shoulder, and how that's going to work in transition. Now, what happens with a lot of amateur golf is it moves in the wrong direction. So let me go to the top of my golf swing and let's go through it. So what I see with a lot of amateur golfers is this trail shoulder moves forward towards the golf ball as we start down. And what that does is brings this shaft more out in front of you, if you want to use that as a word, or above plane. So therefore it wants to cut across the golf ball unless you have a secondary movement of compensation more down by the ball, which is similar to what I do, by the way. My trail shoulder moves slightly out too much in the transition area. So it can be done successfully, but when you move this way, it relies a lot more on timing, and you're probably going to have to early extend a little bit to compensate and get a bit handsy. Those are traits that I would not want to see unless you were highly skilled. And if you are highly skilled, you're going to find it's going to work for some weeks and disappear for some weeks. You might go from shooting a very good score to shooting a very bad score quite close together. And there won't be a lot different in your golf swing. It's just the timing and skill will change for those weeks. What we'd like to see is, from top of the swing, this trail shoulder move up and backwards. So essentially what this trail shoulder does is moves back towards my golf bag. Then from there it would move towards the golf ball, and then it would move towards the target. So that sequence of the trail shoulder allows the shaft to work into a shallower position, then presents it so the low point is correctly. So the low point is after the golf ball, and then moving towards the target allows you to have that acceleration and flow to create the motion to make sure we're not just swinging at the ball, we're swinging through the ball, which is vital. I don't want to see golfers where the acceleration is stopping too early, that gives you too much hand action through the ball. I want to see the direction of the swing marry in with the flow and acceleration so that you can hit great golf shots and controlling your low point. Essentially, if you control the direction you swing the golf club in and your low point, there's not a lot that can go wrong. You know, you're going to be striking the ball and then turf, you're going to be hitting it in the right direction. The only thing else to do then would be to control the club face and obviously do it at speed. So the club face I'll cover in other videos, but basically if we can just think about the shoulder action as much as we can. So if you imagine you go to the top of the backswing here, take your lead hand, put it on your shoulder. Now I want you to feel that your trail shoulder moves away from your lead hand, under your lead hand, and then rotates towards the golf ball. That is the feel I want you to have. Now this is difficult to do, right, in a hitting sense, but in a practice swing sense, we can do this continually until we feel that. So if you like, the pro magic move from the top would be the center of mass in the shaft moves up and away as it starts down. And it changes that shaft from being more vertical to less vertical. You know, it's still going to be more vertical and horizontal, it's not going to be here. But it's going to change that shape. That changes that mass shape, that torque then, and the forces on the way down work differently because of it. So just doing some practice swings where we feel this, the shoulder moves away, I can feel it in my right arm moving differently. It's basically creating my right shoulder to have more external rotation. This shape, which does a lot of magic things in our golf swing. But thinking about the bigger muscles in the shoulder is easier to do than thinking of my arm and my wrist. So just thinking of my journey in my shoulder is great. And you can do just as I did there. Imagine if you're going to take a ball and throw it, and try and throw it as far to the right hand side as you can. That would definitely give you the feeling of what I'm trying to describe here. Almost again, if you can hit a tennis shot and go cross court, forehand. That's how your shoulder would also work. you know, to get that action. So again, the more you can feel that action, even with a golf club, if I was going to imagine this is a tennis racket and hit that cross-court shot, that's how the shoulder should work in that transition. We then want to feel when we get down here, okay, I don't want to hit a cross-court, I want to hit it down the middle of the court. And then ideally in the fall-through, I want to hit it in the left side of the court. That gets us swinging on the circle. So if you wanted to use those kind of concept as, okay, right-hand side of the court, middle of the court, left-hand side of the court, that'd be the right kind of shape to your swing. But realistically, most of you just need to start the downswing correctly and then concentrate on swinging the right shoulder to the target, and you will do pretty well. Let's try a ball. Got the strike a little bit out the toe, trying to move differently. But I definitely felt that I shallowed that club. It was more conscious effort for me to do it because, as I described earlier, I don't do this naturally. I get my shoulders slightly more out. So doing these drills will help my golf swing, will help me become, you know, a start right shot. I tend to start the ball too straight and then draw it a little bit left. So it's more of a hook, if you want to call it that, but still on the green as such. But certainly I don't start it right enough, often enough for me. I would like to see it start right by a better club face and a better shallowing action at the top of the downswing, just like I'm describing today. So there we have it. How the trail shoulder should move to provide better golf shots, control that low point, control that flow, and control that transition in your golf swing. So again, some people love to think about things like the shoulder, some people love to think about things like the club head or the shaft or the wrists. Own what you need to do to make you move better. I don't mind whichever one of these you would feel. It's not about that for me. It's about discovering what works for you. And really through my YouTube channel, what I'm trying to do is give you, if you like, the alphabet of the golf swing. Different ways of doing the same things quite often so that you have options. So if one thing works for you more than the other, that's absolutely great. I have no problem with that. It's not about do it my way. There is more than one way, and it's great for you to discover what works for you. So if you have liked this video, please like and share the video. Also, chat down below, ask any questions, request any videos. I'd love to hear from you. And also, if you haven't followed already, please hit my logo down this bottom corner. Join me on my journey, and I will try and improve your golf and lower your scores and improve your golf knowledge for sure. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Hope to see you again here soon.